Okay, boom. Okay, last time we had really neat, really nice, really lovely sad boy hours. It was amazing. I was laughing my ass off after this session. No, not really. I was kind of sad. So, why don't we continue where we left off with more sad boy hours? I have to think right now, where did we actually leave off? I had a long week.
I know we were still in the manor, and we were getting ready to discuss what to do with the, our manor that we got from Talion.
Yes, right.
I know the twins went to go check it out and get the money and stuff.
Right, we ended with the Smiths leaving at first.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah. Good. That is very good. Then we shall continue.
Pretty sure Aurora brought Axelin back in. If he came back in at all.
Oh yeah, right. We ended on Axelin and Aurora having a little talk. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So I go back inside.
You go back in a couple minutes later.
Okay.
Where is Hayden?
Somewhere.
Thanks. Can I see him?
Can I see him?
Is he in the room I am in?
I think he went off a Shiv, so.
Nadia sent
It.
Shiv after him, but he's still in the place.
Yeah. It's just me and Justice still.
Sadness.
Nadia. Do you know where your brother went?
Yes.
Is that information you can share with me?
I raised an eyebrow at her.
I wish to ask him something.
I'm not his gatekeeper. And I'm gonna look through Shiv's eyes. Where is Hayden right now?
I would say he's in his room, just looking through his bag.
Oh, I could. Okay. I pretend to look mortified for a second before I look at Aurora. I'm like, you do not want to go into our room right now.
Wow.
Aurora's ears perk up. Your room, got it. She quickly trots.
No, wait a minute.
Mom,
I just look disappointed, and I'm just like, she didn't freak out.
So Aurora quickly runs.
You take the elevator up to the room.
And rapidly tapping the button even though the door's closing.
I wonder what that was about.
Oh, that centaur's gonna get some.
Wow.
Gross.
Gross.
They are my children. Aurora still has no idea how old they actually are.
Somewhere between 2 and infinity.
Yeah.
We've
Are we
already
still
confirmed
9?
We're not 2 years old.
They're at least 3 and up.
But you know,
I'm 11, so shut the fuck up.
with the twins, you never know. Maybe they lied. Maybe they are 2 years old.
I don't know enough about tieflings to make judgments.
Let's keep going.
So she knock on the door.
He's going up to the door. He opens it. He just opens it like, Nadia, I thought you. Oh.
Aww.
Hi.
Um, may I step in?
He's looking at his bag and he's like, just a second. He just closes the door. She hears ruffling and then he goes back to the door and he can come in.
Yeah, the hide still goes.
Are you?
Nadia's reaction too. She probably is like, I wonder if I'm stepping into male territory.
Like puts her hands together and they're like over her mouth, like how do I say this? You don't need to hide your pornography.
Oh my god! That could exactly be what it was! We did steal porn!
Unless it's something completely different, then.
I completely forgot you stole that, Dorita!
What do you think he went to do?
Oh no!
Gross.
Just like my Japanese anime.
He's like, watch me walk off.
If that is what you're doing, give me a time frame. I'll come back later.
When will you be finished?
When will you come?
Oh my god! That's my brother, you skank!
How long does it take you?
Give me a time frame.
That's so fucked up.
Hayden has like a small blush, but he's like, I was getting my stuff ready for when we leave.
Leave for?
Well, we still have to save the slaves.
Oh, yes.
She almost forgot.
The distant stare of leave for.
Almost was said by ours.
Did she close the door behind her?
Oh, if you let her step in the room, yeah, she kicked the door shut.
What the fuck?
Press 13.
What damn she kick it shut.
Oh.
Hayden. Nadia doesn't speak for you, too, right? Jesus.
I was drinking. You made me choke.
Why did you choke?
It hit me.
Well, no, she doesn't, but I mostly let her, speak for the both of us, since she's smarter than me.
You're an individual. Surely you have different thoughts and feelings on things.
He's looking around the room. Well, we've been together since the start. The only thing that changed between us is what happened before we escaped. But after that, we're still pretty much the same, I would say. Maybe.
Yes, of course. Aiden, am I your friend? Am I just a silly horse lady who's traveling with you?
Stop using that.
He looks a bit shocked.
Fertility is gone.
Well, you're not silly at all. In fact, I think both Neddy and I do look up to you.
Hello?
What?
Oh,
What
no.
the fuck? Oh, okay.
Surprise.
I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Oh god, all my shit froze. Hello, am
Oh.
I back?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, what did he say in response?
No, I was like mid-sentence, so you didn't miss much.
Okay.
He's avoided the question. I was saying, no, I don't think you're silly at all. I think Nady and I look up to you, like, a lot. but making friends is not our thing. That doesn't mean that we are no, but it's complicated.
Yes, one must build many walls in order to protect oneself. I will continue my efforts.
Your effort.
Maybe one day you'll trust me. Until then,
Okay.
I'll just have to prove myself.
He smiles softly. Well, you locked me in here with you, and you're not dead yet, so that's an improvement.
I don't think that would be an issue. That can be interpreted in many ways. I'm sorry.
Hey, Aurora, stop trying to seduce the 2-year-old.
It's not.
That's a recording.
If
Thank you.
Aurora wanted sex, she could get it.
Are you sure about that?
How could she get it? Hellion is dead.
Shut up.
Wow.
Alright, God! Shut up, all of you!
Do not
Be
leave my
quiet!
brother.
Be quiet! Let's keep going. This is drama. I love it.
Another thing, the main thing I wanted to ask, because I feel like Nadia's not in a state for me to be prying right now.
He took that.
Your mother.
Wow, just come out with a double whammy.
Did she ever carry anything with her? An item, a weapon, something specific that she would never be without?
Out of character, I look in Ash's direction.
Let me pull up my note.
I'm opening up my notes too because I don't know if we had anything written down, but I'm looking.
I have her description.
I mean, you gave
Okay.
me a description. I don't remember a specific item. I think mostly just the looks.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Mac. Out of character. Did we notice our mother ever having an item?
Yeah, because I don't remember we ever did that, but
Was I muted when I said that? Because I already said I do remember that you gave me a description of how she looks, but not a specific item as far as I can remember.
It could
And
be
my notes
like
don't mention anything either.
could be a special crafted jewelry, necklace, bracelet, anything like that.
She did wear a lot of those, so we don't actually know.
well, if we want more drama, let's just go that we don't know then.
Oh yeah, make it harder to find her. Nice.
Her ears lower. I see. I was hoping I could use my locate object spell on her.
Your what?
Locate object.
Wow. Now she's an object.
It helps me find items. Specific ones. I can feel and know exactly where all of them are in my vicinity. If she was wearing one, I would be able to pinpoint her location, unless there was an magic field. But where would you find one of those?
Oh, well, since we are looking for her, we're gonna be scouring the whole city. If we manage to find anything that will look like it, I guess I could ask you.
It was just an idea. I really want to help you. I know what it's like not knowing where your mother is, or if she's safe.
Don't fuck me up like this. Well, is there one thing I know for sure? We know where to get information.
Yes. Well, I'm ready when you are.
I'll be down in a second.
She, oh. Her hand reaches out to give him a head pat, hesitates, and then pats him gently.
You can tell he's not relaxed, but he lets it happen.
By the way, that book, it gets better after chapter 5.
Oh.
Then she shuts the door.
Aurora, why?
Aurora, why?
Hello?
Hello? Wow.
I don't know why my mic keeps cutting out.
It didn't, though, I think.
It didn't.
No, I know it was pretty okay, I think.
Yeah.
Everyone else's voices just cut out suddenly, and I have to keep checking to make sure you're there.
Oh.
Aurora, why?
I'll have to think Aurora has to keep checking if the people are still around her.
When that happens.
Nadia's looking at Justice, and she's... So... Did you get all your business settled?
Just there is something else I'm waiting for to be done before I have to go, but that should be done by tonight.
If you want, I am going to go finalize the documents for the guild. Could always use a... You could always come along.
I think I would like that.
One last.
She stands up really quickly. Great, awesome. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Aurora and Nadia have the same, horrible things are happening. Great, okay, let's do it.
Okay, you do make your way down back to the house. And no wait. Yeah. Wait, you're gonna go there and get the money and the documents, right?
Oh wait, what are we doing? Because we already have the money.
Yeah, that's what
we
I'm
already
wondering.
have
So we're gonna go finalize the documents with that orc dude. That's the only thing we really had to do. That was required.
Yeah.
Those documents you mean? Yes.
Yeah, after that we're going to the manor. After that we'll go to the slaves, and then we come back to the manor again, and I think that's when Aurora and Nate will go on the debt collection. But
Peace out, bitches. The slaves are going to town.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we go to the orc.
Okay.
yes.
On the way there, I'm gonna tell you more about those debts that you can collect.
Okay.
Because I'm just gonna assume you quickly look through them.
I mean, of course.
Yeah, first of all, the debts are basically sorted more or less into locations where people owe Italian money. And the three major locations are, of course, Antares, Seren, and a city called Londane. And as you go and sort through them, you can basically calculate that in Antares you can collect about 1,500 gold of debt, in Seren 3,200 gold, and in that city Londane 2,800 gold.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
And it gets better. There are also a few special bets, but that seem not to be about money, but more an exchange of wares. The one that really stands out to you is a debt from Lysander about luxury goods, as they're called in the document. Yeah, I just wanted to throw that in.
By the way, just to reiterate for Aurora and Hayden, or Nadia did not watch that conversation through Shiv's eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I was like, she's right there. She can be listening in right now.
She decided not to.
Wow. Respect for privacy.
I mean, it's her brother.
Yeah, but usually they share everything anyway, so.
I mean, she just has trust that he'll tell her later.
He's just gonna be like, oh, we didn't talk about anything important.
We talked about porn.
Anyway, yeah, we're gonna go finalize those documents real quick.
Yeah. You make your way to the headquarters of the militia. You greeted at the entrance by the two orcs that you met on your way to Antares. They quickly let you in, though. And inside the barracks, more or less, you find your way pretty quickly around. It's basically a long hallway, and at the end you can already tell that there's supposedly the office of the orc. And as you enter, he's sitting behind his desk doing paperwork with his vest, with his glasses on, his shirt.
Okay.
And it's a very tidy office. Everything seems to be just in the right place. Everything's sorted, everything's organized. The floor is particularly clean, even compared to the rest of the barracks that you walked through.
Greetings.
Oh, good morning. Afternoon. What time is it?
It should be just about noon.
I keep getting lost in this paperwork. Yes.
We are here just to finalize the documents about the Demon Slayers Guild.
Yes. Alright. If you wish to read through the contracts and the legal documents, he grabs a little a bunch of papers from the side, from one of the boxes he has on his table. Here, if you want, you can read through them.
She does.
I do too. I'm just like over her shoulder.
Oh, now Hayden's with us? What?
What?
Wait, what?
I mean,
no
I thought
idea
we
you
were all
with
going.
us. I thought it was just being justice. I thought you guys were.
Oh.
Justice.
Yeah.
You're in your
Okay.
attacking.
Yeah. Holy fuck. Scared
No.
the shit out of me.
He just
No, what's up? I mean,
materializes.
no, I thought when Sora said like you all leave, I thought like, oh, okay.
Look at what this demon taught me.
All right, you guys keep going then.
I love you. Yeah, I read through the documents.
Yeah, the documents are mostly just basically legal stuff about initiating the Demon Slayers as one of the ruling guilds of Antares, setting up the basic rules of Antares that guilds are supposed to work in a are supposed to work competitive with each other, and only cooperative when strictly cooperative when the city itself is in danger, but usually there should be at least some kind of competition. Cooperation should be kept to business and those things.
Ha ha ha.
And yeah, otherwise there's not much in terms
Alright.
of rules.
I sign wherever.
Yeah, you sign at the designated spots. There's several. Some of
Cool, I give it back to him.
My god.
That was quick. All right,
We have a bit of a short schedule today.
I see. Anything else I should tell you? Yeah, since you're part of the major guilds, you should probably know a few things about a few places. So, we have a few special places that sometimes members of the council meet. First of all, there would be the Temple of the Gods. Sometimes we meet there for reasons of privacy. It's easier to get a quiet room there. However, we also have a little arena where we meet for games and other things. And I do think that's it. Actually, yes, the other place was... yeah. No. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, thank God, I can hear people again.
Great. Is that all our business here today?
Unless you have something to discuss. I do think it is.
Actually, I have one thing to discuss.
Of
Could you
course.
direct me into the nearest carpentry service?
The nearest carpentry service, that... Well, there is a few. There's one down by the docks itself. I can't remember the name, but you should...
that one's perfect. Thank you.
Alright. Yeah, you should find it rather easily.
Alright. She
Oh.
just
Yeah?
she just is like does like a half bow and says, "Well, thank you for allowing us to have some of your time today."
He nods back and dismisses them and goes straight back to his paperwork.
I am like dragging Justice out.
Mission complete.
Get onto the street and I'm just like running a hand through my hair and I'm like
Bruh.
Bureaucrats, I know, right?
Ah!
Carpentry service?
I think this is the most I've spoken in my entire life. Yes, let's go.
We go.
We go.
2 exactly?
The carpentry service. The carpentry.
Okay, good. But also
By the way, Aurora and Hayden can totally go to the docks right about now if they want.
Yeah. Aurora's waiting for him.
Well, he comes down. Is she waiting by the door?
She's waiting in the common area.
Oh, that's okay. Is it just you? What are the others?
Axelum's staring. Nate is staring even harder. Justice and Nadia, I'm not entirely sure where they are.
Shiv just looks entirely calm on his shoulder.
Boys, do you want to come along?
Boy.
Sure.
Might be educational. One last hurrah. Yes. You start walking.
Hayden has his face like, oh god, oh Jesus.
After you.
Here we go.
no, they're both stubs!
Wow.
I know how to get to the harbor. I could lead the way if you'd like.
No, no, it's fine. He's looking at Axel.
Maid walks ahead.
I follow. Finally, a leader I can follow.
He's just completely blank-faced and goes straight down to where they want to go. Attention.
Does Axelum tag along?
Easy follow.
Yeah, okay.
He's bringing up the rear.
Okay. You also, the group also makes their way to the harbor. To the warehouse, I do think.
The harbor. Yeah. We gonna go talk to slaves.
Yeah.
Aurora's already taking out her spear and spinning it.
Oh god, no. Aurora.
She does it when she's nervous.
That's not that.
Carpentry.
You should. Carpentry. Yes. You shouldn't spin your spear though when you're in the streets. There are people about. There's a lot of people about. You definitely.
We roll this down now.
Please give me space. I'm nervous.
They're not giving you space. There's a lot of people. You actually have to shove.
Please move.
People giving you looks.
I'm looking at Shiv. Can you find her?
Shiv just looks blankly at him.
She does not
And
want to
it takes a while before Nadia's like hesitantly grabs Justice's hands so she doesn't fucking trip. And she does look through Shiv's eyes. And she just has cuddle with him.
Snuggle.
Snuggle, snuggle.
Oh. I should have brought Buttercup. He's my comfort.
My service horse.
He's as big as me, I know, but he should be allowed on the airplane.
Once I'm done with that, I take my hand out of Justice's hand and I just like wipe it on my pants like it's sweaty, and I'm just like, sorry.
Sorry, you're gross.
No, it's not that. It's just she's nervous.
Can lizards even sweat?
No.
No.
No. Shut
Yeah.
up.
But
Shut up.
Nadia
No,
got
because I
scales
don't
on
want to
her
think
hand.
about any other option that they might do with their body.
Well, they're cold-blooded, so they get heat from around them.
Ha.
Shut up.
They just like to cuddle.
Why are you
They just
laughing?
like to cuddle.
So the twins are also cold-blooded, I see. Anyway, you make your way to the carpentry? Carpentry.
Carpentry. Yeah, we're just gonna order repairs like real fast.
Yeah, the carpentry is called the Spruced Nail. But they seem to be a respectable business. They have quite a large building to them.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I-
Alright.
I sh- I
Alright.
should've
So we're
said-
just gonna. Yeah, we're gonna order repairs on the manor and then renovations for 36 rooms at the warehouse. So.
Okay. And yes, I picked the name out of personal trauma. Don't worry.
What the fuck?
Personal.
I will never forget my toes.
My toe.
My
So how
toe.
much would that be?
That would be, since he doesn't know the buildings from the inside really, about between 500 and 1,000 gold in total for everything when everything's done and said, and yeah.
Alright,
He does estimate it could be done for just 500 if you go with the cheaper materials, like thinner walls.
no, we're not going for the cheaper materials.
Oh.
So, like, I explained to him the situation that these are going to house freed victims of trauma.
He
They need to
nods
feel
in understanding, though he does mention that that doesn't tell him much in terms of what he needs to do. But he does think, or does notice that you don't want the cheap stuff, so yeah.
So it'll run me about 1,000 gold for this.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's good.
so that's half of our funds.
Excellent.
That's good.
That's fine. So, all right, yeah, I pay him up front, and I'm just, you know, giving him the look as I do, like, don't fuck this up.
Get a ticket.
He is a very respectable carpenter, I have you know. He has several dozen people working
What's his
under
name
him.
again? What's his name?
The name of the shop is The Spruced Nail.
I know that. The name of the man.
He's the nail.
He is!
He will hate this, but I'm gonna give you his first name. His first name is Bruce.
We're on
All right.
nail.
I gave him the locations of the manor and the warehouse,
Yeah.
and I tell him we'll help him in any way we can.
He does reply that he doesn't probably need much help because he has all the manpower he needs, but he appreciates it.
I smile. And we're gonna head out to the warehouse.
Neat. And I'm just gonna say you guys arrive at the same time, because why not? Both groups coming from around the corners to the entrance of the warehouse, just standing again in front of each other.
I smile and walk up to my brother and just give him a kiss on the cheek.
Oh, he was gonna do that.
Beat you to it, bitch! And I take his back onto my fingers and I give him a kiss too. Said, "You did very well."
Aww.
Baby.
Oh.
Did you say thank you?
No,
No, I said baby.
I couldn't have been more obviously talking to the bird.
Baby.
But her brother
That
wants
scene from The Office.
Baby.
Why?
Her brother needs confirmation of affection.
Am I doing what?
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Hey, Dorito, can you do the thing?
Dorito
Alright.
did the thing.
How dare you guys leave him alone on this?
Happens
Wait, where are
every
we?
second.
Where are we? South. We're going
I don't
Central
know.
US. Boy.
Welcome to the Central USA!
Okay, maybe it'll be better. I'm hoping.
Gabby?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's try.
And Nadia's looking at Aurora. Just. Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
And that's just perfect. Because that's all we need.
Well, there's the problem that there's a pretty big lock still on the warehouse, but there don't seem to be any guards. It seems they just have left and didn't really care
Alright,
to,
what is the lock?
to
No,
open
no, 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 no!
Wait,
What is
wait,
the lock?
wait,
What is it? Wait.
Oh my god.
You have a perfectly good lockpicker here?
Do we?
Wow! I'm like, wait,
Good.
the twins are like holding Aurora back.
They like got the back of her spirit. She's just like, full.
Excellent! The lock!
I would like to attempt to pick the lock.
Let me tell you something about that lock.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It seems very old and rusty.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna try and pick it anyways.
Okay, roll me for
She
it.
just touched it and it dissolves. It just becomes ash.
And as you try to pick it, you notice that it seems so old and rusty that it's actually hard to move anything in there.
Oh.
Oh.
Ah,
I'm gonna try to pick it anyways.
Good.
Brute strength.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. That beat it. Yeah.
Yay.
I was just gonna kick it open.
Yeah. That was. I was.
Can we not scare everybody
yeah,
inside?
Jesus Christ!
Aurora storming into the warehouse. We're here to free you.
Aggressively save slaves.
Yeah. You have to work quite a lot on the lore, but eventually it does give you a very satisfying click and unlocks.
Yeet. I removed the lock.
The door is now unlocked.
I take the
I
lock
opened
and
the
I'm
door.
handing it out to Aurora and like kind of just like it's your go.
You're handing her the lock?
Yeah.
Do we need it?
Thought it might be a symbol or something that you want to use.
I yeet it into the bay.
I mean, you can always use a good lock, especially a bike lock.
It's rusty and old. Fuck that.
But it's sturdy.
Someone.
Used it for your speech. Never mind. Let's go.
I have a speech.
Man, what a coincidence.
Bro, what if Eidoln was a total dickhead and
Do
fucking
you
marched in
not
there?
want to talk to
I
them?
feel bum.
Of course I want to talk to them. I just didn't know I had to write a speech.
Never mind then. We're walking inside.
Yes.
Yeah, as you walk inside, there is, well, first what you notice is the smell. It's definitely the smell of people not having the people that didn't have the chance to bathe at all.
Aurora is unfazed.
Second thing that you notice is that there's not really any light. The only light that's coming in is from between the planks of the roof, like the wooden planks in between, and some small windows at the very top of the walls, very close to the roof, just shining down. And there's a lot of silhouettes in the dark.
Spooky.
All kind, and as your eyes get used to the darkness, you can tell that it's definitely many different races. Not even that many humans, actually quite few humans. Most of them seem to be non-humans.
And look at Aurora, see if she's gonna make the first move or not.
But they're starting to look at you. You can see that.
Okay, well, I'm going to pretty much drop all of my equipment, weapons included.
Some of them are scurrying around behind others, behind bigger slaves or possibly relatives, others huddling together, some standing up and getting in a kind of defensive position.
It's alright. We're not here to hurt you.
They don't sit down yet.
I am going to take off my armor, and Aurora's going to take off her overshirt with the long sleeves.
Mm.
Oh, no, Gabby, no.
Go for it.
You what now?
He said go for it.
Okay, I thought you said roll
oh.
for it. I was like, what the fuck do I roll to strip?
What?
She's
No!
nervous.
Performance.
Performance!
I mean, she's got
Stop!
+7 on that. So.
Stop!
I mean, to be fair, though, with her background, roll performance with advantage.
No, no!
Shut the fuck up.
We're not here to hurt you. We're here to arouse you.
Dickheads! Dickheads!
We're gonna make you feel like home.
That's fucking awful.
No.
Fucking continue the serious
No.
moment, please. I was invested and you guys broke me out of my
Alright.
immersion.
Alright.
Sorry.
So Aurora is now showing her fully scarred arms. I'm with you.
Some of them do turn dark or do sit back down, lower their hands, lower their fists. They seem
We're
a
here
little
to
bit
free
more
you.
relaxed. Free us. One of them steps forward. That sounds way too be good.
I'm stepping forward next to Aurora.
The slave guild has been disbanded.
Disbanded? I don't think totally and whatever disband.
We have taken the liberty of relieving him of his life.
So the rumors are true. They're really true. And as he says that, and you say that, a lot of murmur and whispering starts in the big group of slaves. So it's really true. He's not there anymore. He's gone.
Yes.
He's gone.
I watched him take his last breath.
He's gone.
Oh.
Yeah, similar reactions from many of the other slaves, many looking in disbelief, but noticing the open door, no guards. Some of them getting up and carefully start marching towards the exit, keeping a very careful, like, looking very carefully at the group, like with the kind of look like asking for permission to see if anyone is gonna stop them from leaving.
Nadia speaks up very, very softly, like it doesn't even move, non-threatening, like just arms crossed, says, I know a lot of you were taken from your homes, and as the Demon Slayer Guild, we've taken it on ourselves to see if we can't help return you to your homes. Wherever that may be. And if you have no home, we're always looking for more help at our own guild. There's a heavy burden to say, English. Alright.
Take your time.
Give me a second. The Adventurers Guild here in Antares is aware of your situation, and until you get on your feet is willing to provide you with food and shelter.
Well, most of us here don't have anything, neither home, a place to stay, or, anything.
I'm not stopping you from walking out that door. Just giving you options to go.
A place.
Some slaves are a bit more hesitant, but others are already moving out of the doors. Seemingly just entranced by the premise of actually being out in the sun again.
Good luck.
Aurora's going to lead the ones who want to go outside.
Well, we do know that there are some shelters here in Antares. if we were to be offered help, I do think some would accept.
It would be a fresh start. A new beginning.
That sounds good. That sounds very good.
Aurora's got such the softest mother smile right now. She's like, my children.
A new start.
How's Nate looking?
Nate is still staring very blankly at all of this. But you can tell that to some stages he's actually giving recognizing nods and to some even bowing.
I'm gonna step around the warehouse. I'm gonna look around. How does it look?
Not in the best shape. The walls seem to be sturdy enough and taken care of, at least on the outside. On the inside, though, it seems the guards or anyone never really went in there, except for, well, pushing in more slaves.
Is
Are there
there
cor-
poo everywhere?
Are there
How dare you?
corpses,
Nobody
is what I'm looking
poops in
for.
D&D.
I'm looking to see if there's corpses.
There don't seem to be corpses, but it does smell a little bit poopy. I didn't think I had to mention that, but if you want, I will mention that from now on.
If you are sick or injured, please come to me.
None of them really seem to be sick or injured. Matter of fact, they even seem to be rather well fed. None of them are really seem to be overly hungry.
They are high quality cargo.
As if they were fed well, but just kept way too long out of sunlight. So for most of them, their skins are rather dark, rather pale.
So, what kind of races are in here? There's a few humans and everything else.
Oh boy, yes. let me just get the list.
She's looking for Centaur, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is not a centaur. There is a rather young minotaur. There are a few dwarves. There are 2 dragonborns. There are couple elves. Couple as in the gnome couple, not so like 2. There's halflings, tieflings, and there's even some that you may not have well, there's actually no, I'm gonna say like this. There's also a Goliath and an Aarakocra. For those characters that know what that is.
Oh,
But he's a bird person.
Yeah. Man, why is my voice connection still so bad? Hold on, I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect and see if that helps.
Okay.
I don't know if that helped, but yeah.
I know you did mention the renovations to the manor, Asher. Yeah, everything's covered. But the manor is part of the price that I mentioned.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure all our plans are.
Aurora's gonna walk up to the Minotaur. Who's brother?
Cool, brother.
I have a question, if that's alright.
Yeah, sure, ask.
Were there ever any centaurs kept here?
I'm not quite sure. I'm rather new. I was rather new here. I just got in a few weeks ago.
Do you know who's been in here longer?
The one that talked to you. I think he seemed to be one of the oldest here.
Who talked to me? What was he?
The one that talked to you was and the Goliath.
I go to Goliath.
He is a little bit smaller than other Goliaths you have met on your travels. Might also be because he just didn't have that much time to grow. Like he's missing the Goliath usual pack of muscles.
You put a goldfish in a bowl, it do not grow. So, excuse me, sir.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
In your time here, did you see any centaurs?
I do think there was one once, yes.
Did she look like me?
Now you mention it, a little bit different fur though. Can't quite
Yes.
remember.
She had white fur with, like, gray speckles, like an Appaloosa.
He does not know what that is. But he does recognize the pattern. Yeah, I think that could have been it, yeah.
You know Honeysuckle?
Who? Oh,
My mother.
we never exchanged names here, really.
That's why she likes honeysuckle.
Uh-huh.
But if she's your mother, I'm sad to say she was taken somewhere else many years ago.
Do you know where?
I do not. They don't really tell us there's anything.
I understand. Thank you.
Well, I do wish you luck on finding her.
I will find her. And I will set her free too.
Zormak, in the debt contract, does any of them mention a centaur?
Not quite. As I said, the one with Lysander mentions luxury goods.
Yes, I know what that means.
I know. I had that theory too. What if he has my fucking mom?
It's a rather... I mean, if you were to look at the date, it's a rather old debt that seemed to have never been paid.
Nadia just sits down in the warehouse cross-legged and just drops her head into her hands and is just... Oh, boy.
Hayden is very close to her. He's like, oh no. He can tell.
You're not gonna like what I have to say. And you're probably gonna hate what I have to do.
She's talking to me, right?
Yeah, I think we're the only two that are like still in the warehouse. Everyone went outside.
That would be.
Lysander's on the west side of the continent. Getting to him would take a long, long time. We have to bring him to us. I'm looking up at him and I've just got like this really blank expression. I don't know what to do.
There are many ways to attract a maniac.
I'm not going to do anything unless you say that it's okay with yourself. I'm thinking we go on a hunt. We kill a demon. and then we celebrate. We host a party or something. A ball or something. I don't know. And then something extravagant, lavish. It'll catch his eye. And then Nadia's just sinking lower to the floor. She's just like, and then Quinn Goldguard will send him an invitation.
He's rubbing his forehead like. Well, since that's a part of the plan, I'm gonna tell you the demon that we're gonna go after.
Wait. And she goes cross-eyed for a second, looks up like whiplash. She's just looking at him like, the one from before?
No, another one. I don't know how you call the like slab sitting.
What?
Okay. When you
Wait,
go
what?
and sit down, like you
Yeah, like he's not sitting down, but he's like, you know.
Oh, not crouch.
It's crouching. It's like
Yeah,
it's
I don't know.
sitting.
Slab.
but I know what you mean. The slab sitting.
Yeah.
What have you been playing lately, Pavlov?
you squats.
Or squat. Yeah, squatting. That's more what it's like.
It's triple Oscar, triple. Okay,
They just
Basically,
start dancing.
basically, Hayden is sitting like
I'm
Pete.
looking at him attentively, like confused, but you have my attention.
He's just thinking, like, this helps him, okay? Don't judge.
He's like Pete.
Slow squats.
Okay. Remember about those dreams I've been having?
Are they getting worse?
Terribly worse.
Hayden.
He's waving her hand like, don't worry about it now.
Yeah. This is a conversation for later.
We worry later.
Okay, she relaxes a bit.
Okay, the only way I have to explain it is that some kind of entity has spoken to me on my dreams. I do not know who they are or what they want from me, but they've given me some information and a task.
Task?
You know, Doran?
Don't remind me, but yes.
He slowly looks up to her. He's a demon.
Nadia stands up very quickly and she's just like curling her fists, just like, oh, wonderful, perfect, great. This is just perfect, just perfect. Just starts stomping around, pacing, ranting. What do we do? What do we get? What do we have?
Well, by what he told me, he's able to change how he looks. So maybe he's not. I don't want to call him a samurai sword. What do I call him?
A what?
I don't want to call him a samurai. What do I call him?
Why would you call him a samurai at all?
Yeah, what the fuck? That's out in left field.
Destroy.
Straw hat.
Wait, no.
Yeah, yeah, but not that kind of straw hat. More like a big farmer's straw hat.
Yeah. He
Oh,
Oh my god,
okay.
he's over here like kimchi.
hey, he's making out weapons. I'm like, hell yeah, brother.
We're about to get fucked up by Naruto. Jesus Christ!
You,
Alright,
you
moving on.
fucking weep. Get out of my campaign.
You fucking weird.
Right, so I just told her like he's able to like change how he looks.
So how? Oh my god! A shape-shifting demon. He could be here in the city.
That's true.
He could be anyone.
I'm just saying he's a possible target, but we could still get any demon for your plan.
How do we find? How can we find him? There has to be a way to find him. Like we know his hat. That's something to look for, but he's shape changing. But perhaps the hat is an object that doesn't shape change with him.
If only there was an easy way to detect demons.
Is the hat.
Like a paladin. Only had one of those.
Guys, he is the hat.
Nadia doesn't know she can detect demons.
She done it before.
She has? Okay, that was my bad. Retract that
I detect-
conversation.
Wait,
when
did
I
she?
detected undead. She
Oh,
could do the fiends, undead, fae.
Okay, well, then that was undead. She doesn't know about demons.
Yeah, right, you used that when you were in front of that one ruin and you checked the
Yeah.
surrounding.
Okay, never mind then. We're good! Alright! Nadia just sinks back to the floor, like, just running a hand through her hair.
The cool part is I can use it 5 times.
Stop bragging.
Is this going to become a thing? Where everyone who just betrays our trust ends up becoming a demon?
Aurora's gonna be a demon.
I didn't say
Maybe.
Aurora betrayed our trust. Jesus Christ.
Give it time.
Never say never.
That'd be heartbreaking, honestly.
I can't
For
believe I have to
once.
send him. I can't believe I have to send him a letter.
Hey, Lysandra.
And she
you
just
remember
looks
me?
up and, like, looks like she's trying really, really hard not to cry. She says, Lynn.
he passed her. Well, at least we know his address.
"4 years. And it's all the dust." She's standing up, like, grumpily, hands in her pockets, and just stalks out.
I mean, you've seen what Aurora does to slave owners. Lysanders won't be a problem for much longer.
Before she gets out, I put a hand on her shoulder.
I stop.
Aurora came to talk to me about how she could find our mom. The problem is that we don't have anything or any kind of thing she wore ever. But if we get a lead, Aurora could guide us. Maybe.
Nadia just looks troubled. She's was last seen in Antares. We'll stay here as long as possible. Let ourselves be seen a little bit. Let rumors spread that there's redhead twins. Demon Slayer guild masters. Maybe she'll come to us instead. And if not, we'll keep looking.
Just hope it doesn't attract the wrong attention.
I think that's the opposite of what we want. We're trying to attract the wrong attention now.
He groans.
I'm just... He's not as close as Rose, so...
Hmm? He's closer even.
Huh?
I mean,
Shut up, Zermac. God.
what? I'm just correcting you, not that you think keep something wrong in your head.
There's a freaking ocean between the continents. Calm down. That's why I'm saying.
What if he's here?
That's... I don't know if he's still talking with Isaac. Boundlessly,
Well-
probably.
it wouldn't surprise me they're still working together to find us. It's not a good thing to dwell on, but it is the truth. At least now we have. He's gesturing outside. This something. We were not. He looks hurt for a second, but not alone.
Did I say something wrong to Aurora?
Ouch.
I sip my water.
Hayden scratching his. Well, she. I don't know if it was wrong or not. That's just how we are. But she also asked me if we were friends.
Should we trust her? Look around you. This whole place.
I want to trust her, but I'm.
We're going to have to. We can't do this alone. And I have to get a hold of that goddamn salamander. You better have her. You better have her. This is all for naught.
What is that laugh? It's so evil.
Giggles in the
I look at my brother. I'm just. Do we look the same as we did when we met them?
I would say we improved.
Aurora's coming back in to pick up her stuff off of the dirty floor.
I'm just mumbling. I hope he grew a double chin.
That's rude.
It's not. I snort.
Hoisting up my equipment, my spear, looking at my now tattered, dirty shirt.
Aurora comes in to hear a snort, and then she picks up her tail like, what?
As you do that, you notice a presence next to you.
Oh, I don't like
That
that.
that didn't seem to have noticed before while you were talking. You notice that suddenly very.
Aurora or the twin?
I mean, if Aurora comes in, all three of you.
Okay.
She seems to be a young human woman. Very young. In a kind of tattered dress, like made out of burlap.
Clara!
Same fucking thing.
Go on.
And she approaches you closer, and she starts doing hand gestures at you with a questioning look on her face.
I'm not showing it, but I have a hand inside of my robes and I'm grabbing a dagger.
Ooh.
Oh. Goodness. I'm gonna walk over to the little girl.
Well, it's not a little girl, it's like...
It's a woman. It's a woman.
It's a young woman. Like, she is a...
Young woman?
Yeah.
Are you alright?
She does more hand gestures at you.
I'm getting out a parchment and a quill, and I'm walking over to her. Speak through this. I'm afraid that's not a language I've studied.
Yeah, she does seem to recognize that you don't understand what she's trying to tell you and grabs the paper and pen, I guess. Pencil. And writes down recruit ?
Are you interested in joining the Demon Slayers Guild, is what you're asking?
She nods.
I'm just looking at her with a big smile, like, did you even have to ask?
We're always accepting more help.
She
Our
looks,
home is your home.
she looks happy as you say that, and let me quickly.
Are we gonna get like little like it's like a mobile game? We're gonna get little cards like this is their stance.
This is like follow Shadow.
Deploy on a mission. They'll be back in 18 hours.
We're just playing Follow Shelter, guys. It's fine.
Hell yeah!
Minotaur slave leveled up. He's level 5 now.
Wow. Okay, I quickly had to get the something again because for some reason my program didn't want to display it. Now it works. That's perfect. She takes the paper again and writes down proof? Question mark.
Proving is hardly an issue. If you have already experience, that's fine. But we're plenty capable of teaching you what you need to know.
She seems like she's thinking a little bit because before she right, which one am I gonna use for that? Yeah. She quickly searches on the ground and with what accuracy than you might imagine someone like her to have, she picks up a little spider and holds it out in her hand, and she closes her eyes and seems to concentrate, and as she does that, she also puts the spider down, and you can tell that while she's lowering her hand, the spider doesn't seem to get smaller but instead bigger.
Oh.
Oh my.
My eyes get wide, and I'm like, just gaping at it.
Until it's about the size of a dog.
What the?
Yeah.
Oh!
That's
Are
a
you-
big spider.
Are you a druid?
She nods.
Oh, lucky guess. Hell yeah.
What level are you?
How are you?
Incredible.
But, you made that bigger. That was.
Oh, druids can
Oh.
do so much more than that.
They can do what?
They can they can form their bodies into any animal they've seen.
The kind of excitement kind of dies on Nadia, as if like she's reminded of something.
Am I crazy or the spider size of a dog?
Hesitantly patting the boy.
Oh wow! 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 Okay. Yeah, the spider. As you do that, seems like it doesn't scurry back or anything like that, and also doesn't seem to be provoked. It just lowers its head a little bit as you do that,
Huh.
closing
Okay.
the top row of eyes because they're the closest to your hand.
Okay. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. That's
What is
so. I'm gonna give her back the parchment and paper, and I'm like trying not to be too excited.
What is your name? Or
She opens her eyes wide, like does a little, safe face palm, like God damn it, and writes down, Ilya.
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 Ilya. Aurora does
It's my alien.
it's not a it's not a fancy bow. It seems to be like It's a different greeting than what she normally does in respect. Like, she's got one hand on her chest, one of her legs kneels down. She lowers her head. Aurora Cloudtrotter.
Ilya also tries a little bow, but almost stumbles.
Oh,
Nadia Nightstein, and this is my brother.
I'm Hayden next time.
She also tries another bow, almost stumbles again.
You don't have to do that.
Aurora's like instinctively holding her hand like they're
I'm walking over to Nadia, and you know, like in the cartoons when they just grab their arm and start shaking them.
She just looks at him with wide eyes.
She could teach.
So, actually, no, this is not a good place to show off spells. We're staying at the Adventurers Guild at the moment, and you're free to join us if you have nowhere else to go.
I actually have to check the spells if you can reverse giant insect. Give me a second.
You can dispel it.
I think it has a duration.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does have a duration. I know that, and it's 10 minutes only. But
You can dispel it.
yeah, okay, yeah. She.
Teddy had it. I just never used it because we were never near insects.
I mean,
No,
except
your insects. You just never asked where your insects
there-
were.
There are literally
Well, I
insects
always asked where
everywhere.
animals were.
Yeah, you never asked.
a beetle.
Ask,
You can.
ask for
That
insects.
fucking
the-
fight with the
why would
beetles!
I-
Oh my god! Why did you remind me of that?
Because he was
Why
great.
would I make the beetle bigger? We weren't fighting anything. We were just chasing monkeys.
God, that was great.
Wait,
Fucking
you can't make it
beautiful.
smaller?
Yes.
I can't. You can't make it smaller. It's just giant insect. You make things bigger. And
Oh.
you have to have the insects.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
can't believe Doug is dead.
That's why she picked up this.
You fucking asshole!
That's
Moving on, we're good.
that's why she picked up the spider.
Does she, like, nod her head or whatever, or she say yes?
She nods, and she turns to the spider, like kneels down, pets it a little bit, and it seems to shrink again before it scurries off.
Alright, I'm taking out, like, half my parchment paper, so I'm giving her, like, God, I don't actually have a lot. Like, I'm giving her 6 sheets of paper and the quill back, and just like, you're gonna need this more than I do. Here.
Aurora's reaching into her bag. I'm gonna pull out my fancy garments. Here, this might be better than wearing just a sack.
She takes it, but looks around and looks back at you, and
Aurora goes and shuts the door.
No, wait a minute, we're still inside.
Hayden, go outside.
He's looking like.
Nadia and Hayden flee the scene.
He gives Aurora the I feel so attacked right now face, and then he leaves.
oh, you can handle a brothel, but not if someone else undresses. I see.
She wants privacy.
That's why.
different.
That's why they were. The twins are kind of like, what do we do?
Would you like me to go outside too?
She, in the end, as she watches the Steve, and you ask her that, she just shrugs.
I'll watch the door. She shuts it and like keeps her face against the door. Literally watching the door.
She's putting like her head out the door.
No,
Is
she's got her head
there-
against the door.
Is there, any
Yeah.
slave, is there any of the slaves that are still hanging around out front, like with the rest of us that are still just lounging about?
There are a few that seem to be talking with each other in a small group, but otherwise most of them seem to have dispersed.
Mm.
And Ilya doesn't take long, quickly changes and taps you on the side.
Oh.
Aurora.
Oh, you look darling in it.
You will have to tell
It
me
fits
later
you.
how those garments look. I have
It,
to...
it's
Yeah?
because she's a centaur. It's more like a dress thing.
Okay.
Oh.
So on her, it would be a dress.
Neat. Yeah, she lifts up like the sides of the dress a little bit, looks down at it, smiles.
Aurora, come introduce our new member.
I open the door.
First thing Ilya does is cover her eyes from the sunlight.
Hmm.
Oh, it takes a while to get used to.
But she does step outside with you.
I'm gesturing.
We're all kind of still there. We're all just there, so.
Yeah.
Everyone, this is Elia. She's a druid, and she wishes to join us in the Demon Slayers Guild.
She does a little bow again. This time
I
without
nudge Axelem.
stumbling.
I nudge Axelem again.
They're shy. That's Axelum. That's Justice. Of course, you met the twins. And that's Nate.
Nate does a little nod.
He's like us.
I hate to cut this introduction short, but we're going to have our first Demon Slayer meeting, very soon.
Yes. We should probably escort them to the manor.
Okay, we're gonna speed that up a little bit. You go to the manor.
Yeah, not the manor's not done with the renovations yet. It doesn't have any room.
I know,
Flake's got extra space.
yeah, I thought you meant Flake's manor.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to the.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you go to Flake's manor.
Mhm.
And as you arrive there, you're already greeted by the goblin and the half-orc.
Oh, these guys.
We got it done.
Who are these two?
I just imagine Aurora being the first one to walk in. Oh, where can we find the Dragonborn?
Justice.
I'm here.
We got it done. You have orc.
May I see it?
Yeah, he puts down the wooden box and just rips off the lid. Bare hands.
Impressive.
I
So
know,
strong.
right? And he takes out the sword. It does look pretty much the same. Nothing really changed except for that it now has a proper edge.
Nice.
Proper sharp edge. And he hands it to you.
Take it.
Well, add to your inventory an adamantine greatsword +2 of cutting.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh shit, what?
Holy fuck!
Justice is leaving.
Dude, that's oh my god! You just invented Edward again. Fuck you.
I mean, the thing is, imagine if you guys had not gone to Antares this soon.
Uh,
Oh dear.
Oh dear!
No, that's me. I have to Google this.
Sorry?
I have to Google this.
he's googling it.
Cutting, as far as I know, basically does that you can easier cut through objects that are of lesser quality in terms of material. There are also more things to it.
You can send to me later.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like we're gonna fight anything,
Yeah.
you know.
Or is it?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Did really not require payment.
You thank us, we thank you. There's so... Oh, we finally got to use all that equipment. We bought it years ago, but we never had a chance really. It's so hard to get hold of these weapons. She's actually shaking on her heels. Just like
I'm
whipping back and forth.
uncomfortable.
And her eyes, you can almost literally see them sparkling. She's still staring at the sword, not even looking at you.
Yes, well, I am going to go talk to Flake. Doodles.
I'll go.
You find Flake in the comments.
Flake, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to use a lot of your rooms.
He already knows.
I wasn't expecting there to be so many.
I mean, first of all, you're already using many of my rooms, so a few more shouldn't be that much of a problem. Otherwise,
Thank you.
sure. I do believe, though, that you have set things into motion for your own headquarters to be prepared.
Yes, Nadia's doing a very good job with keeping our business in track. She's got a good head on her shoulders for business.
Wow, she won't say that to my face.
Hey, I'm here.
She
I'm
already
listening to
said
it.
that she's proud of you to your face, and then you said we're not family. Like
can't
she
forget that. You're not
understands
allowed.
why she's putting up walls, which is why she's not pushing it, but it still hurt her feelings.
I'm sad.
I'm sad.
Hayden could always tell her what she said.
Hayden also feels hurt with this thing. Is a small one.
Yeah, Hayden's there with Aurora right now, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's listening. He heard.
Bonding time.
I really appreciate what you've been doing for us. I'm sorry me and Justice were ready to attack you when we first met.
You wouldn't be the first one to attack me outside.
And we won't be the last, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. There's a lot of people out there. People that do want me out of the way.
Well, if you'd stop getting into so much trouble.
That's the funny thing. If you, as soon as you start getting into trouble, it seems almost like the trouble is looking for you.
Tell me about it.
Even if I try to avoid it, I keep getting into it.
There's always someone on the hunt.
For example, I tried to open a little barber shop in Saron, and suddenly an old friend of mine with an entire group of adventurers stumbles in.
She blushes.
To be fair, I also had that underground smuggle going, but that's beside the point.
That was very suspicious.
Hey, we were locked in there.
Hey, we were locked in there. Sorry, but
I blame Justice for checking every single room.
his toes will never look the same.
But regardless, if you need anything, I'm at your beck and call.
Oh, I expect that. At some point, I might do need your help.
She nods.
After all, there's still that one temple next to Torstad. With the little problem we faced in there.
Lord only knows what that'll entail.
Hopefully it won't entail anyone dying.
I'll see to it that it doesn't.
That's good to know.
This group needs a healer, and I'm not going anywhere.
He raises an eyebrow at that, but quickly lowers it again. Like just a quick moment of, He knows what's going on.
Is Justice still in the main hall?
Yeah.
Nadia's looking at him.
Papa.
Is that what you were waiting on?
Yes.
Where do you plan on going? If you don't mind me asking.
Back to my homeland, Yakuria.
He has an accent.
Back to my homeland.
Wow.
Or most commonly referred to as the Dragonlands.
If you were to ask, yes, you have heard of them from stories, but not much. If you want to know more, ask, and I tell you what you could know.
We usually don't meet very nice and accommodating people on our travels, so thank you.
She's nice.
Nadia blushes and looks away.
Bonding.
Ilya's standing there like, what's going on?
I miss everyone.
Are you leaving right now?
I can wait a bit. But
I will go show Ilya her room and then go fetch the other two. And then
alright.
As you do that, or as you start to do that, Flick is coming out, and like out of the commons. And I'm gonna say he already has Hedon and Aurora in tow. About that, we should probably have a little talk, just to explain the situation. If you were to come with me to the commons and a new member.
this is Ilya. Our first new member. Congratulations.
He looks at her, charmed. She tries a little bow again, but stumbles again a little bit. It's okay.
And like Nadia like almost reaches out to catch her shoulder, then just kind of flitches her hand back.
Aurora's got both her hands
Probably-
out. Like,
Probably shouldn't touch. No.
Touch the insect lady.
touch. So a meeting it is.
Yeah. He leads you to the commons. All of you.
Okay.
Here we go!
Well, as you all know, Justice is going to head out soon.
Yes.
Yes. The reason for that is, well, it has to do with the rest, with the current happenings. Fact is that those ruins we were in and hosted, you probably remember that they were ruins of one of the Dragon Lords.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, there are many of these ruins, and on many of the continents, all scattered around. But I do know from very reliable sources that the one in the, as they're called, Dragonlands, is one of the larger ones. From the surface it might look small, but it is built into an entire mountain. However, going there as a group would be unwise. The inhabitants are rather territorial and not that friendly to outsiders at all. That's why I do think it was best to send Justice alone. Since he already has a standing in their society, is not scorned, not frowned upon, and would have the easiest access there.
I'm sure he'll do great.
Of course, and he looks at Justice.
I will do my best, and hopefully when I'm done, I will return.
That, and I will offer you a little bit more support on the way and once you're there. There are a few contacts in the kingdom and even one inside the Dragonlance that you may talk to. It's hard keeping in contact with them. The last letter was from a few months ago, but they rarely move places, so you should still find them.
Right. I'll try to keep in contact.
That'd be appreciated. Anything else? Yes. Now that we are more in the calm, I think I should also elaborate on. Bless ya.
Thank you.
I should also more elaborate on those ruins themselves, I suppose. I'm not quite sure how familiar you are with the history of the land, but quite a long time ago there was a kind of war between demons
And dragons.
Ah, so you have heard of them. You saw. You saw?
We've been told by multiple sources.
He gives
Yeah,
you.
keep up, Flake.
He gives you a look.
We
Because
didn't see anything.
he doesn't
Well,
push
they
for it, but he
Vibe
gives,
check!
he gives you that look. You know that look that that someone gives you when they know that you're lying.
Nadia did not see anything, so she's not lying, bitch.
You all saw that. You all saw that scene in the temple.
Oh.
That's why I told it to all of you. If you hadn't, I would have only told those that would have seen it.
I don't
It
think a
was a
history
movie.
lesson is terribly important right now, is what I'm getting at.
Well, with the fact that that another surge of demons is invading this world, I do think it's quite important to some degree.
And get on with it.
Well, I am. It's not that easy, though, getting into these temples and finding out what exactly happened to these dragon lords, and why they're not around anymore, and why the demons are roaming free, and why now. If you could tell me, I would love the answers. But as of right now, I'm just trying to find out what can be done.
Or I was looking at her holy symbol.
Because as it seems, the gods sure aren't helping us. So all we have left is to use what we have here.
We have more than enough. We've done it before and we can do it again.
Oh, great, yes, you killed one demon. Hooray.
Then we
is
better
tot-
get busy.
That is very much enough to turn away an entire army of them. Anyway.
If you think we're stopping here, then you're sorely not paying attention.
Oh, I'm not saying you're stopping here, and I do know that you're building your own little force. But the problem is that we're still talking about numbers way out of your league, even out of the league of the legions of the Empire itself.
Blake, you're not really giving us much to work with.
I wish I could, but I don't have much to work with either, so we're kind of in the same boat here.
Telling us it's hopeless isn't helping. We'll figure it out.
Oh, I don't think it's hopeless. I do think very much that there is a solution, and that it's much closer than I would hope, or than I'd even like.
Care to share?
If I knew, I would tell you. That is the problem.
Aurora's biting her nail.
However,
Then we can discuss this later.
yes, let's discuss this later. I simply did want to bring this up, so we are on the same page. After all, we shouldn't keep secrets, right?
I'm just raising an eyebrow at him impatiently.
It's against my oath, too.
Lovely.
Well, it's a lie. Secrets are a different matter.
Flake's a piece of shit.
Anything else?
We have some goodbyes to say.
Everyone's in a bitter mood. They're taking out on Flake.
Yeah, it's his damn fault. He's the one that's like, meeting, everyone, come get your tidy whities. We're gonna go have a meeting about Demons and Dragons. Read the fucking mood, you dumbass.
He's thinking about that business.
He's like, I didn't know these guys knew this much about the subject. What the fuck? We're well informed.
Well, if you have
We can
Seems
focus
advice
up
to
some other
say,
time.
then I will give you time to do this. To do that.
Since I have my new greatsword now, I will maybe leave my old one with you guys. Maybe you can find a new owner.
What kind of sword does he wield?
It's a greatsword plus 2.
Wow.
Yep, that's my starting weapon.
Jesus Christ.
That was what he spent his gold on.
I think Aurora might need that.
I have a great sword plus 1 from Axelum.
Okay. That's your decision to switch it up. Oh, look at this! A better great sword!
Slowly look at Nate. Nate, do you know how to wield a great sword?
Technically, yes, but I do prefer a lighter weapon, generally.
We can keep it for you, Justice.
Thank you. And maybe one of the new recruits will be able to wield it.
We'll have to find someone big and strong.
I'm sure plenty of people will apply. You'll find someone.
I guess this means you're heading out.
Yes, it is time.
Well, she puts her hands on the table and it's like glaring at him. You're not leaving without a hug like Cephas and Lion.
Lion gave you
No.
a hug.
Come
It
here.
was painful because it was hot. He was a steamy boy. Aurora quickly walks around the table and hugs him.
I return the hug.
Oh.
I'm going to miss you.
I'll miss you guys too.
Justice, I know I've already given you something, but you're heading to something I didn't think would be. It's different, and I'm handing him a lesser help.
Oh. Thank you. I'll probably have to use this at some point. I appreciate it.
She nods shyly, looks away.
He puts each of his hands on each twin's head for a second.
Oh,
tits.
He smiles.
Solidarity.
You will
They
do.
both look like they're about to cry.
You will do great things.
Oh my god.
Now watch me whip. Now watch me cry my eyes out.
Thanks.
That's twice in one day.
Excellent. Will you be leaving with him?
Hey,
Bitch!
excellent. Wherever you go, kick ass for me, please.
Hell yeah.
He smirk.
And please stay within windows.
Well then, until next one. And what? Until next time.
Until the next one? What the fuck does that mean?
Until my
I
next
don't know.
one.
Next one's it's like a threat. Like, here comes the next one, bitches, and he walks off.
Until the next one, everybody, is that a threat?
He sheds his skin and he's a different color.
Oh no!
It's fucking dry out.
This is me. I am being reborn.
As he leaves, gives one last look to Flake, and he nods.
Oh, yeah. As you start leaving, Flake does actually walk after you and catches up to you.
Oh god, he's gonna kiss him.
Oh,
No.
Oh.
Finally, it's happening.
God, finally, maybe he'll get that stick out of his ass.
We'll get a new stick.
Flake does look a little bit.
Great sword, but he's got two more.
Okay, let's go.
Flake does look first up to the ceiling, like, I'm really doing this. Please, do come back alive. It'd be a shame to
I'm
lose you.
planning to.
He wants to be the one to kill you.
Hey, that's an honor. And I should give you this before you leave. He hands you an envelope. In there you'll find money, a list of names, and a little something extra.
It's got his Tinder profile.
He actually
His phone number.
He actually
A
gives you
nude.
he actually gives you a smirk. Yeah, he does. He actually smirks as he says that, and then like holds out his hand for one last handshake, or his paw, whatever you want to call it.
Well, I take it. Thank you.
How's the
And of course I plan to come back. Have to drag you back to Telomar eventually.
I'm looking forward to it.
He nods and he turns around and keeps walking.
And there he goes again.
I'm looking at Axelum.
Aurora's already staring at it.
We will do that at the start of the next session because it is now time to cut. Let me just